The Vice President Dr.Bawumia ko pie mu we the 23rd General Assembly mu divine service kese pa e course no Dr.Bawumia ko pie mu wo hono more than 7 to 2 no o kire mu de ntia he feels more comfortable in the church than the mosque na no so the 7 to 2 no so se me the Abraham say in fact o kwa so de ma I say you Christian now so ni Christian o feel more comfortable o mo bompa o mo to nduma ye ne fe papa no to the celebrate to the yankore nkuti nsema the Vice President Dr.Bawumia ni kire mu a
Cameroon. The Reverend Dr. Godwin Ninoy Odonko, Clerk of the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, former moderators here present, commissioners and corresponding members of the 23rd General Assembly, ministers of the Gospel, Nananum, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We bless the Lord for his grace and mercies upon our lives that have made it possible for me to be here today to worship with you and tap into his many blessings bestowed onto this congregation. Professor Moderator, permit me to convey my sincere apologies for not being able to join you here yesterday, as was told by the senior advisor to the president, Nana Yao Safumafu. Some other assignments had taken me out of this jurisdiction. So I made it a point to make sure that today I will be here. Thankfully, I am here today, and I am confident it is the doing of the Lord. I'd like to thank you, moderator in the church, for the gift of the Holy Bible that was presented for me yesterday. I will read it. Thank you. Many people wonder why I am so comfortable in the church. The answer is actually quite simple. I am comfortable in the church because Jesus Christ is the center of the church. As a Muslim, I'm very comfortable with Jesus Christ. I find many similarities in the Jesus Christ presented in the Bible and the Quran. We believe in the virgin birth of Jesus. We believe in the holy book. We all know that the Virgin Mary in the Quran is the only woman mentioned by name in the entire Quran. And there's a whole chapter dedicated to the Virgin Mary in the Quran. Jesus is referred to as the Word of God in the Quran, or the Spirit of God. We all believe in the miracles of Jesus Christ, raising the dead, making the blind see, healing the sick. And we all believe that Jesus Christ will come back and defeat the Antichrist and save the world. It is very interesting when I read the Quran that Jesus is mentioned in 93 verses of the Quran, whilst Muhammad is mentioned only 4 times in the Quran. So I always look to how common we have, the commonalities we have between ourselves, and I want to always focus on that rather than our differences. Our battle is with Satan, and it is not with each other. And so I'm very comfortable in the church. I wish to thank the Presbyterian Church of Ghana for the many contributions it has made in the advancement of the nation's developmental goals, particularly in the areas of basic, secondary, and tertiary education, healthcare, agricultural services, and various social interventions across our nation. Your education records posit that the church operates over 2,400 basic schools, 38 senior high schools, 2 universities, the Presbyterian University of Ghana and the Akrofi Christola Institute at Okropong, Equiapim. Your contributions in healthcare are actually phenomenal. Data from the Ghana Health Services indicate, as the moderator mentioned, that the Presbyterian Church of Ghana currently stands as the 3rd largest provider of healthcare services in Ghana, overseeing nearly 60 health institutions. These and many others, to the credit of the church, are extensive and have far-reaching benefits to national development. As I look across the length and breadth of Ghana and analyze the various contributions of faith-based organizations to our development, I get convinced by each day that without the church, the progress of this country would have been stunted. The church and other faith-based organizations practically are our real development partners. I therefore encourage the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, the broader Christian community, and all faith-based organizations to continue collaborating with the government in its developmental endeavors. Why I say that the faith-based organizations are our real development partners is that the church and other faith-based organizations provide so many of these services, the schools, the hospitals, the universities, and so on. They do so unconditionally, out of love for country. And so many other development partners will even threaten you that if you don't do this, we will stop providing this service. But for the church, we are always sure that you are going to continue to be a partner in development for this country, regardless. As the church contemplates the theme, Jesus Christ, the Alpha and Omega, it's in Revelation 21:6. For the upcoming ecclesiastical year, Cameroon, the Reverend Dr. Bawumia Odonko, Clerk of the General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, former moderators here present, commissioners and corresponding members of the 23rd General Assembly, ministers of the gospel, Nananum, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. We bless the Lord for his grace and mercies upon our lives that have made it possible for me to be here today to worship with you and tap into his many blessings bestowed onto this congregation. Professor